Hey there! In the series of web designing videos, this video is going to talk about the background image properties in HTML. In my previous video, I have told you about how to add colors to the background, to the text, or to give colors to a border. The background image property specifies an image to be used as the background of an element. We can set the background image for a page or for a specific element also. Let me explain this with an example. Now here you can see I am writing the code. For that we have to start with the HTML tag and the head tag. Now in the head tag we are going to specify the background image. We have to put it on a background. So for that we require a style tag. Now I am going to, as I have to put it in the body, so I am going to take body background image. Now I'm going to specify the path of the image that I have to choose as a background. That this image is there on my computer. It is a JPG image, and now I've specified. I'll close the style tag and I'll close the head tag. Now in the body tag I am going to write the heading which I want to be in the center of the page, and the heading is hello world. I'm going to close the center tag, then I'm going to close this heading tag, and I want to write one paragraph also which I want to be in the bold letters. This I want it to be in the capital. This page has an image as a background, and closing of the bold tag and closing of the paragraph tag. Now I'm going to close the body tag as well, and I'm going to close the HTML tag as well. Now I have to save this file, so I'll click on File, Save As. So I'll name it as image1 dot. Now don't forget to specify HTML, especially .html. Now I have saved this file. I'll go to my Google and I'll press Ctrl and O key together, so that now it is going to ask the file which I have to open. So I'll click on image1 and I'll open this file. Now you can see that my image that I have specified to be put on a background has been there on my web page. Now here you can see one thing very clearly, that by default the background image property repeats an image both horizontally and vertically. Now here you can see one image has been repeated twice according to its size on the screen. Right. Now there are three options. One is if you want the image not to repeat on the screen and to cover the full page. Second thing, if you want the image to be repeated horizontally only, that means one on the left side, then on the right side, then on the right side. Third, if you want the image to be repeated vertically, that means top, the next bottom, next bottom, next bottom. Now these are the three options which you can put an image as a background. Like suppose, now first of all I want the image to be covering the full page. Okay, now I don't want this image to be repeated. So now in this we are going to make one simple change. Nothing we are going to change in this program. We are just going to add one thing. Now here you can see the image I have specified as a background. Right. Now I don't want this image to be repeated. Okay, so here after the specification of the image, now here I am going to write that I background image, sorry, background repeat, and I don't want it to repeat, so I'll write no repeat. Now this image will not be repeated, and Now, if I say this image should not be repeated, so what is going to happen now? So I'll save this file as image2.html. I'm saving this file and I'm going to go to my Google and I'll press Control and O. When I press Control and O, it is going to ask now my file is image2. I'll open it. Now you can see that my image is there on the screen, but it is not repeating it. Secondly, it has not covered the full page. It has just come on the screen once. Now I want that this image should cover the entire page. So I am not going to change this program. I'm just going to add one more thing here. So after background repeat, that is no repeat, I'll write background cover. Background size of this file I want is to be covered. Now with this, it is going to cover and this image is going to be covering the entire page. So I'll save this file save as, and I'll write image3.html. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my Google Chrome. I'll press Ctrl and O to have my file. It is image3. Now if I open it, you can see that it has taken the entire page. Let me see where lies the problem. Oh, can you see I have forgotten to write D here. So now I have to save it again. Save as. These little problems when occurs, it can create our program. Now I have to repeat this. Control and O and image3, and you can see this entire image has come on the screen as one image. Now second thing, I have told you that I wanted this image to be repeated horizontally. Okay, now for that I don't want this image to be repeated, so I am going to erase this. I don't want this image to be covering the full page, so I'll erase this. Now I want this image to be repeated horizontally, so I'll write background repeat. Now here we had written no repeat earlier. Now here we are going to write repeat x. That means it is going to repeat the x-axis, around the x-axis. Now I'll save this file as Ctrl S, save as. Now I'm saving this file as image4.html. Now I'll go to my Google Chrome and press Ctrl and O. I want image4 to be there on the screen. So now you can see that this image has been repeated horizontally. Now I want this image to be repeated vertically. So for that, one minute change. Instead of repeat x, we will write repeat y. And let me save this file. And it is image5 which I want. .html. Don't forget to write .html. I'll go to Google Chrome. I'll press Ctrl and O. And I'll select my image5. And here you can see the image has been repeated vertically on the screen. In my next video, I'll talk about how to set the position of the background image as well as how to set the image for specific element like the P element, etc.